So, ladies and gentlemen, your second fight of the night in the lightweight division of the FCC. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, he enters the cage with a mixed martial arts record of 4 victories, 7 defeats, representing MFA, Danny Williams. And his opponent, standing across the cage, enters the night with a mixed martial arts record of 3 victories and 2 defeats, representing Impact MMA, Gerard Southwell. Your referee in charge of the action, Mr. Neil Hall.
This fight is brought to you by Animosity. Unleash your animosity. You can visit them at their website, www.animosityfightgear.co.uk.
Second fight of the night here at FCC 16. Amateur lightweight action, 3 3-minute rounds. Jared Southwell in the purple trunks taking on Danny Williams in the white. Williams, the more experienced of the two, takes a big kick to the neck there, just smiles at his man and charges forward. Nice kick to the body there from Williams.
Yeah, very nice aggressive start by both fighters, really coming out here with a lot of intent, both looking to make their mark and really exchanging early on.
The record's not the most important part of the game here at amateur. 4 wins against 7 losses for Danny Williams, 3 wins against 2 losses for Jared Southwell. So both these guys have had a few spins here in the cage. I know we've seen Danny Williams here at FCC before. Nice right hook from Williams there. Tried to get the knees to the body going, but a nice clinch from Jared Southwell and pins his man up against the cage, really stifling any of that aggression from Williams there.
Yeah, he's looking, well, he was looking for that single, but didn't quite get it. Gets reversed onto the cage, and Williams does well to get his opponent onto the deck right in front of us here, Brad.
He's in the closed guard, and there's potentially an arming guillotine there. Difficult to finish from this position, but the head's out now.
Yeah, absolutely. Southwell looking to just pull his opponent in close, not give him any room, putting that head down, reducing the space, and not giving any opportunity for Williams to do a lot from this position, and rightfully so. Neil Hall is passing on some words of wisdom to the guys here. Certainly Williams needs to keep active.
Oh, the referee was just warning about toes in the fence. You can put the flat of your foot on the fence. You cannot hook your toes through it. Williams on top now, passes into side control, looks to go straight into mount. Yeah, Southwell fighting this. He's in knee on belly at the moment, though. And Danny Williams looking to potentially land some strikes here. A couple of nice hammer fists and punches from Williams. Bucked off from that knee on belly position, though, and he's got to be wary of the guillotine. So, I beg your pardon, the triangle choke as the legs of Southwell were winding their way up there.
But he's doing well, again, isn't he, Williams, to try and pass through that guard. You know, it's interesting that he went to that knee on belly. A lot of fighters do like to stay in side control. You get a lot more positional stability from that, and you saw what happened. He was in a prolonged period with that knee on belly and, you know, got bucked out.
Nice series of punches here from Williams. He's got to be careful of the arm, though. Southwell's got the arm hooked here, or did have.
Yeah, I think that elbow's just been passed through, and Williams back into controlling his opponent on the deck. Having a good bit of success here, isn't he, Brad, on the base, on the mat.
Again, he's sort of stuck between that full mount and knee on bellies, pinning the shoulder down now. Final 10 seconds of the round. Can Danny Williams get a finish here? Big punches coming in. Neil Hall taking a close look at this one.
Very, very close, and Southwell just about weathers the storm there. Williams unloading on him, and certainly that fight went to Williams. He got that fight to the ground, dominated. You know, he showed some very good technique on the ground, getting through that guard into side control. And then at the end there, really demonstrate his ability to enforce some solid ground and pound. Certainly secured that first round, and yeah, absolutely, Southwell did well to get through that. Very close.
Yeah, we saw referee Neil Hall there just taking a very close look at that towards the end of the first round, and to his credit, we saw Jared Southwell respond. He got the guard up, he did move his head out of the way of some of the strikes, and he's, as you say, just able to weather the storm. But if you want to look at the scoring criteria, the cage control, the takedowns, the effective grappling, the effective striking, all goes to Danny Williams.
Yeah, and you can see it with the two fighters here, can't you, already? Williams look already confident, moving around, shaking the space. On the other hand, Southwell taking as much instruction from his corner as possible. He really needs to come out and stamp some authority going into round 2.
You think it's got to be a 10-9 round in favour of Danny Williams, so a little bit of ground to make up here. Southwell goes for a high kick and slips, and again Williams in this top position. We saw him spend a lot of the fight from here, and he was able to pass the guard on occasion or just get a nice controlled position. He's left the arm in again though, needs to get the elbow out. He's not able to, and there's the submission out of nowhere. Jared Southwell snapped that armbar on Jez. We talked about it in the first round. We saw the legs coming up. We saw him hooking the forearm and attempting to swing over for that armbar. He wasn't able to get it in the first. He was in the second. A fantastic submission finish there from Southwell.
Yeah, he'll be really, really pleased with that, because in the first, he did try it and he did attempt it, but ultimately the superiority was coming from Williams, and perhaps Williams got overconfident, left it in there, and Southwell has taken that arm, snatched it from him, and taken his count now to 4-2.
Fighters to center, please. And so, ladies and gentlemen, at a time of 20 seconds of the second round, your winner by armbar submission, Jared Southwell. And let's hear it for his opponent. Let's hear it for Danny Williams.